Hello everybody, my name is Caitlin Costello and I am a YA fantasy author. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, at least 2 or 3 weeks, and there's a reason for that. And some of you, depending on your thoughts, might not think it's a really great reason, but I've been trying to figure out how to go about talking about this because it's something that I definitely want to talk about, but I don't want it to seem like I'm just whining and complaining. So, recently, Kim Chance did a video, and the video was, I think she called it the sophomore slump. And generally, what that video was about was the fact that after you write your first book, you put so much into getting that first thing out there and getting known, which is what you've been working so hard to do, and hopefully it went well. In her case, it went very well. I feel like in my case, it's gone pretty well. And then you finish that first book, and now so many people expect that same level of greatness from you. And you might have felt like when you first did that first initial one that you definitely could do it. But now that you've sat down to do the second one, you're terrified. And you're anxious. And you don't feel like you're good enough. And you get imposter syndrome. And you just don't feel good enough. I have that. Have it. Whatever form of the way you want to say it. That's been going on. On top of what I am calling a creative slump. Now, I freaking love winter. I love snow. I love cuddles. I love the holidays. I love pretty much everything winter. But my mind doesn't always line up with all of that when it comes to my creativity. Now, again, I've said this in prior videos, none of this has been clinically diagnosed. This is just things that, like, based around what my friends and family have seen, what my boyfriend has seen, things like that. That the last couple, and myself, in the last couple of years, I've noticed that I definitely get a hint of the winter blues. And the winter blues is like seasonal antisocial disorder type of thing. I can't remember the actual acronym, but it turns out to be sad. So I have been sad. And I usually do get a little bit funky. I do feel funny where I have all of these ideas, but I have no motivation to actually go forth and do them. I just want to lay in bed, and I'm not getting enough sleep, so I get grumpy, and my whole normal life schedule, hang on, my whole normal life routines disappear. And it makes me a really not fun person to be around. To the point where I don't want to be around myself. But I don't necessarily know how to get it to go away. So that was also happening in December. On top of what I call the creative slump, where I tend to put so much of myself into a project that I experience hardcore burnout. So this year I did NaNoWriMo, and I got very behind and then had to catch up a lot, especially in the last week. I wrote 6,000 words the last day of NaNoWriMo. The same day I opened a show that I directed with my roommate. I also had to act in that because we had a student drop. So the last 2 weeks of November, leading up to this slump, I was writing as much as I could in the times I had. when I was coming home at 11 o'clock at night because I live an hour away from where I was directing. I was directing, which is exhausting because you're trying to output what you're seeing creatively from another person and trying to figure out the wavelength. Acting, which is also, if you've ever acted, you understand that when you put yourself into that other person and then output it into an audience, it is exhausting. And then I was vlogging and trying to get all the videos. And when December came, even though I hadn't finished my book, I haven't officially finished this damn thing yet. When I hadn't finished it, I was so exhausted and burnt out, and I was starting to get the symptoms of the winter blues. And then, because I couldn't get the last 5,000 words of this out, I was feeling really, really bad. And that is okay. It has taken me all of December and like half of January to be able to be okay with saying it. Like, my initial goal when I started NaNoWriMo was to finish the book, finish the damn book, by the 6th of December, get it formatted and sent to KDP so I could get this proof, take 3 weeks off, and edit. That didn't happen. So, I didn't try to change my deadline though. I should have, and take that pressure off of myself, but I didn't. And so this pretty much sat until the last couple days. I did something like the first weekend I got it, and then I've kind of picked at it a couple pages at a time, to the point where I'm only on page 72 out of 434, and I have about another 20 pages on that computer behind you. Because I have been picking at that, again, very slowly. Athena found her treat bag. Okay. But really, what I want to come on and say is that it is okay if you have the winter blues. Because when I finally realized what was going on with myself, I beat myself up. So I was like, why are you feeling this way? You shouldn't feel this way. Everything's going great for you. Why are you feeling this? You shouldn't feel like this. This is stupid. Don't be stupid. And that was like my internal dialogue. And it took a while for me to realize it, and I know I wasn't a great person to be around. But you have to change your mindset, and that's not easy to do in any way, shape, or form. I am not here to say, do it and it'll be easy. It's not. Your brain is funky. But you have to try to be kind to yourself. So set the routines. Do the things you know make you feel good. Listen to the music that makes you happy. And do a project that makes you happy. So what I needed to do in that moment was to step away from this, and I put myself into the musical because it was a completely different project that I'm gonna have to put a lot of work into in the next couple months. So I did a lot of preliminary groundwork for it for myself, and now I'm able to come back to this, and I feel better. I feel more rejuvenated and ready to go. I feel a lot more motivated and just happier with myself. I'm still not happy that I'm not done, but I'm happier going into it. So this video is kind of a where have I been, because I've kind of pulled away from all social media. I've done a couple random Instagram posts, but nothing as intense as I was doing. And I haven't been working, really. I've been just letting my body do what it needs to do to recharge and be happy again. One of the things that I want to try to do this year, which will be fun because of my goals, is I want to try to let myself take those breaks when I need it so I don't get burnt out. Because I got burnt out leading up to the launch. I got burnt out after the launch. I got burnt out while I was editing. I got burnt out a lot last year, and I didn't let myself know I was burnt out and take the time to fix the burnout, which isn't good. So, things that make me feel better, and I am experiencing this burnt out, sad, sophomore slump thing. Recognize what you have created has worth. Even if you feel like going forward you don't have worth, you created something amazing and you can do it again. Recognize that when you're on that sort of deadline, the first time, you might not have had that deadline. So it's not going to be the same process. It's not going to be as easy or as hard, depending on what you're doing. You might feel that it's not going right because it's not going as hard as it was. There will always be people who will support you, even if you can't see them. This is going to sound really stupid, but for me, it's something my body needs to be happy, is drink a shit ton of water. Your body is made out of it. If you're not feeling good, a lot of the times you don't remember to do things that your brain needs. And that is to rest and recover. And one of the things that needs to rest and recover and to have that turnover is the supplies for life it needs, which includes water. Something that is yours. For me, as soon as I get up in the morning, the very first thing I do is go make myself some coffee. Because it's my time. Ethan doesn't drink coffee. So me getting up and making my coffee, while it's only like a 30-second task, is something that lets me just like check in with myself in the morning. So have something that's yours. Maybe it's you go and the first thing you do is you wash your face. And your face is clean and happy, and that's yours. And even if that's all your to-do list is that day, is make coffee, wash your face, take a shower. You still did something, and that's okay. So, like, little tasks are very good for helping yourself when you're not feeling great. Because you don't have to do anything monumental. You just need to function. And with the burnout again, just do what you need to do. So that's what I've been trying to do, is do what I need to do. But now I am back to do the things I want to do. Because you need to know the difference between what you need to do and you need to get done, and what is something you can take a few moments and step back from. So I'm going to link Kim's video down below that helped me really realize what was going on in my head and pinpoint some of the other stuff that had been said to me and was going on, and to help digest it. And I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful or just understood something. Maybe just about me. Maybe you saw a thing of yourself. Maybe you really don't care. And that's okay. This video is kind of just for me to let myself say it's okay. Because I haven't really wanted to create anything. And that's been okay. So, I hope you are having a great day. I'm prepping for a snowstorm. So I'm going to be vlogging my editing this weekend as I am snow locked. So stick around for that video coming next week. And all of my social media links and where you can buy my first book will be down below. And I will see you in the next one. I love you all. Bye!